And then I think literally I posted on LinkedIn about me leaving Darktrace. And we'd obviously met before at the JISEC in Dubai the year before.
Yep.
And you messaged and got in touch to see how we could help you with the expansion. So, what's it now? About eight months or so later, you're still a client, which is great.
Fantastic.
So thank you for your custom.
Oh, it's been fantastic for us, James. It really has. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, yeah. What's it been like working? Well, why Forward Foundry? Firstly. Yeah.
Well, it was a real coincidence. I'd met you at JISEC. We'd had brief conversation, I guess, around your experience moving to the Middle East, moving to the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
Helping Darktrace to establish themselves in the Middle East, and you got to that position of regional director with Darktrace. So instantly, you had my respect because you took that risk coming out of the Middle East in the first place with Darktrace and made a great success of that. So when you posted that, you just set up your own business to help emerging technology-based companies land and expand into the Middle East. I just thought now is the time. Yeah, this is the man that's going to help us actually do it. We'd been looking at it for 2 years or so.
Yeah.
But now was the time. And with your kind of proven track record, I just thought this is a fantastic opportunity for us to really go for it now, because it is a risk. Yeah, you have to invest, and you have to make a lot of calculated decisions. You need to be in a position where you've got the information that you need to make those decisions. And I just thought, with your experience, that 5 years you'd been with Darktrace, been on that journey, and now starting out Forward Foundry, I just thought, Forward Foundry could help us make those calculated decisions. And that's been absolutely true.
Yeah. How's the experience been working with Forward Foundry?
It's been an absolute pleasure. We've had a lot of fun working together.
Good.
But it's really helped us in terms of, understanding where to locate our business in the Middle East, introducing us to people in the Middle East, understanding some of the cultures and understanding, James, I must have asked you some of the most craziest questions in the world around, not to do with business, but that's super important at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Awesome. You're welcome. Great to have you as a client. And you're right. I think, certainly for CEOs, directors, we work with a range of companies that sometimes their board are based in the United States or the UK, and they're sending someone out to found the business here and working alongside them and helping them grow and establish the business. At the end of the day, these are human beings, right? They've got a lifestyle, and they wondering what am I going to do on the weekend, and how do I establish my friend network? How do I establish a business network, and all of those aspects? If they're into fitness, or if they're into the arts, or whatever that might be, if they're settled, then they will establish the business faster. And the investment, and it is always investment when you open in new markets, whereas the Middle East or any other market, that's that ROI, you're going to achieve that faster if they are settled. So yeah, obviously, what we do present day, the core of it is business development. Yeah. But you're right. There's a lot of aspects of actually, in terms of even building a team here as well.
Yeah, company formation, you've given us advice on that. Hiring a team, recruitment, you've helped us with that. Some of the nuances around, tax, property, even things like expenses for our new employees. Having a company and a contact like yourself to be able to ask those questions and get those answers quite quickly really are important for us as a company. We need to be agile and we need to move quickly. and being able to have that relationship with Forward Foundry enables us to do that. And absolutely, lifestyle it also plays a big part in things as well.
So when coming to the Middle East, working with our clients, what we find is that there are a lot of people out there, individuals, companies, introducers that sort of are willing to work with organizations who want to expand into the region. How have you found working with us and that engagement model, if you like, as you've sort of expanded into the Middle East?
So in terms of our engagement with Forward Foundry, it's been absolutely fantastic in terms of the process that you've developed for bringing on new customers like ourselves who are looking to expand into the region, and having that structured approach to breaking it down. I remember that we went in, carried out an initial workshop to identify and understand who we are as a company and how Forward Foundry can help us. In addition to that, moving in and looking at our USP, our unique selling points, understanding our products and services and how they relate to the market here in the Middle East, and how to tailor that pitch in terms of making us a success out here, because things are subtly different, the ways of working out in the Middle East compared to Europe and the UK. And just being able to understand those nuances for us as a company was absolutely instrumental, and it's been so positive. And the feedback that now, as we've moved into that engagement with new customers in the region, we've taken on a regional account director here in the Middle East. We've got those boots on the ground.
Yep.
So we're taking that process, all of that work that we did with Forward Foundry now, and we're putting that into action. And those are paying real dividends for us in terms of those opportunities that are coming on board in terms of, new clients and new customers.
Brilliant. And how have you found that model where you've had someone now on the ground who works for Tekgem, and they're also working alongside Forward Foundry as well?
That's been absolutely fantastic. You've got to start off somewhere, but having somebody on the ground, we've been very fortunate with our regional account director. He's Arabic, he speaks Arabic, and but at the same time, we're a Western company, so being able to work with Forward Foundry, you guys having that experience in region, has really helped us to kind of close and bridge those gaps, and make sure that we are completely aligned to succeed here in region.
Brilliant. And would you say that working with us has, sped up that ROI that you are, looking to achieve eventually for the business?
100%. There's so many things to think about when you expand into a new region. You don't know what you don't know. And the great thing is you guys do. So 100%, it's been an absolute eye-opener for us. But also, it's really leveraging Forward Foundry. It's really helped us to speed up our operations in region.